Okay, let's go speak with Vorsai Helu at the Adder's Nest. Continue our main story. Recommendations. Archer, Carpenter. Gotcha. We know far too little of the sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the scions once more if we are to... beg pardons. 'Tis a terrible habit of mine to think aloud, but tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? Sylph management. So I guess he was talking about it without even knowing that we were there for this. We come in peace. Commander Vorsai Helu has been awaiting the aid of the scions. Hail, adventurer! I bid you welcome to the Adder's Nest. Do you seek to entwine your destiny with the Twin Adder? Morning, Commander! Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Yida and Papalimo! Always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me you quest in the name of the scions of late. Quite so, Commander. The little bird told us that the Twin Adder was in need of adventuring prowess. Ah, your little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Twelveswood home. The sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of the elder Seedseer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for this reason that the sylphs' relation to the primal Ramuh has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry indeed. Do we strike at Ramuh, or leave the sylphs to their own ways? That is the question. Yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, the sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you scions come in. The sylphs of Little Solace remain untempered, and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas, get in the way of a productive parley. En route to Little Solace, you'll come upon the Hawthorn Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly palaver with the sylphs. This should be pleasant enough diversion. The Hawthorn Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from Westshore Pier should take us straight there. A friendly palaver indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papalimo. Okay, there's a few things I want to take care of first. One, we haven't seen our retainer buddies in a while. And we have a few more ventures now that we can spend on them. Two, Seer Folly. That was something else. We had My Little Chocobo, or no, not My Little Chocobo, what was it? Something else up there instead. So is this the class quest then? I think so. Okay, we have a few things to do then. First and foremost, actually we'll just Aethernet shard there. That exit could have worked, I think, but would have been a little bit further away. We want to go Lancer's skill? No, Leatherworker's skill. And the Shaded Bower. This will take us to the shops, or we can check on our I already forgot what they're called. Oh my goodness. Retainers. Summoning Bell. It's actually not Hog it. Okay, I think... Oh, not everything is sold. Koiga sells some stuff. Oh yeah, Koigo wasn't selling anything else. Guess what I've got for you? No, really, guess. Let's just double check. Yeah, no gil. So... view venture report. Bronze pieces and beast sinew. Okay. And he leveled up to 11. Bet you weren't expecting that now, were you? The retainer is now experienced enough to undertake quick exploration ventures. Select assigned venture from the retainer menu to proceed. We're gonna do your gear and stuff first. And before that, let's go to the other retainer, Koiga. Is that all? Guess I'll be on my way then. Oh, it has been a day such as you wouldn't believe. Trust to withdraw gil. 798, not much. But that's fine. Oh, wait. I did this wrong. Proceed. Okay. View venture report complete. Some bat fangs, which we know don't sell. And some elegant brawn pieces. Also hit level 11. They should pretty much go hand in hand. Oh, we don't want to reassign that. Hardly my finest work, but I'm not ashamed to say I did it. Yep, quick exploration. We'll figure out more about that in a moment. Items in our inventory on the market. Let's actually pull these off. And try again. Okay, red megalo crab shell. 1. And a bunch of 1s. So, it'd be better just to straight up sell that. Interesting, because that can't even be bought in shops. Now, Dalamud red dye. Compare prices. Oh, big stacks, which typically people don't need that much of it. Yeah, we're looking at 2K to 3K as realistic numbers. That, well, for what's being sold. What's been bought, less than that. I think we stick with 2K. It's probably the best value for how much they'll get. Just straight up sell these. Beast sinew. Shop selling price of 22, so I'm not expecting much. Oh. Well, it's bigger stacks. But people aren't willing to pay that much, it looks like. I mean, they could just buy it from the shop from 22. Why are they spending this kind of prices? Unless it's just more convenient to do it this way. I mean, we could try selling for... We could try for 200. I doubt it's worth it. If they only need a small number, maybe they'd be willing to pay. Bat fangs. Shop selling price of 25. Yeah, these ones are cheaper. People aren't willing to spend a whole lot. We might be able to get away with 9 gil. We'll try it. Honey. It is high quality, which can't be sold. Or rather, can't be bought. People are selling those for 1, though, when literally you can vendor it for 2. Yeah, people aren't willing to spend a whole lot. And it's kind of flooded with the low cost that people buy up first. We'll try selling them for 5. Let's see what happens. Ram horn can be bought from the store for 23. A lot of low prices up here again. couple people paid 11 or higher. We'll list them for 5 as well, just to get them kind of presented. Now, what about this ice blue dye? We've tried this a few times. Okay, it's definitely getting cheaper and cheaper. We could try selling for 80. Well, it's never sold that for that much. In fact, 71's about the highest. Well, lately anyway. Yeah, we'll list it for 70. Should be fine. It's more than we can vendor it for, so. Alright. Now let's look at your gear. Do we have enough gear to hook you up with level 11 type stuff? That's a level 8. It's a level 10. Maybe the level 10 maple crook. Head. Nothing. So I have to buy you a head. So 2 heads technically. Or the hempen cowl will kind of cover that. In fact, yeah. Out of all this, it's the best we got for you. Now, right click, equip to retainer. Hands. Leather ring bands. Legs. Probably the hempen gaskins. Feet. Leather boots. You wouldn't need an offhand. No ears for you yet. No neck. No wrists. Give you a bone ring. We'll need to buy like 3 of those, I think. Yeah, that's fine. Very good, sir. Very good indeed. Let's just further gear everybody real quick, and then we might be able to buy some of these now. Well, the rings, yes. 11. Strength, dexterity, vitality. Not what we need. However, I don't know if it technically matters. Like, it's an item level, so that should help. Oh no, we don't need to compare. Let's buy 2 of these. Brass ear cuffs. Oh, a red dye sold immediately. Maybe we could have charged a little bit more for that. Copper gorget, I think is it. Which bone necklace actually. I think we don't have a necklace. Oh, I can't remember. We'll buy 2 of them anyway. What's the worst that could happen? Wristbands. I think we do have a pair of wristbands equipped. Or maybe not. Copper wristlets. Would the wristbands be better or the wristlets? Probably doesn't matter. Let's just buy 2 of each. Because we don't know what... I can't remember what I equipped. Bone rings, though. Buy 3 of these. And we need everything for Koigo. Disciple magic gear. 10 to 19. Do we have any? Oh, actually. Yeah? Oh, not that. Let's buy one. And the Domatica. Yeah, they're not quite level 12 yet, otherwise that would have been nice. Okay, so there was like a whole set of level 11 gear we could have got. Yeah, Koiga will be a little bit behind. I think that'll be fine. And another weapon. Disciple Magic Arms, 10 to 19. We want the... Oh, we could do a Maple Wand and a Shield. It's a little bit higher item levels and such. Round Shield, sure. Oh, can't equip it. Oh, no, Conjurer. We should be able to equip. Oh, we can't equip it because we have two-handed. That's what they're saying. But Koigo will have a one-hander and be able to equip it. Koigo. Tenor attributes and gear. Swap this out for the level 11. Equip to retainer. Head. Equip to retainer. Body. Equip to retainer. Hands. They moved to a weird spot. Equip to retainer. Oh, you look a little strange, buddy. Feet. I think it was this one. Amateur's Duckbills. Yeah. Equip to retainer. Offhand. Round shield. Equip to retainer. Ears. Copper ear cuffs. Equip to retainer. Yeah, item level is higher. Bone necklace. Oh, equip to retainer. I'm gonna have to resort some of that, I think. Copper wristlets. Oh, actually, the Ring of Fidelity might have been better. Yeah, we had too many bone rings. That's fine. That helps things out a little. Sign Venture. Quick exploration ventures are brief assignments in which you dispatch your retainer without instruction. The items your retainer procures on these ventures can range from worthless to priceless. Moreover, the experience your retainer receives from completing a quick exploration venture is determined by their level. Although it is impossible to predict the results of these ventures, potential benefits should not be underestimated. Problem with that... that's good experience, though. Only takes an hour, I think? That's what that's saying. We don't have enough ventures to really deal with that. So 45,000 experience. I think we want to level them up primarily. Yeah. Field exploration, I think, is our best bet. Until we can get so many ventures that it's worth it. So we'll assign this. Venture, eh? Ain't nothing to it. And let's select Koiga. Gear her out the rest of the way. I think we definitely have too many duplicate type items. Your retainer's attributes and gear. Yeah, you needed earrings, which we have a set of 11 for you. Neck, which we have 8. Yeah. Wrists, which we just bought better, so that'll work. Bone ring. Just need one more bone ring. Alright. Yep. Not quite as good, because some of the stuff is level 8s instead of 10s and 11s. But should still be fine. Sign Venture. Field Exploration. 3. Assign. Oh, a challenge. Far be it from me to deny you. It's also... bring out all that money. Very good, sir. Very good indeed. Now that should kind of make up for what we spent. Let's open up our armory chest so I can sort all that stuff. Oh, we have to click on an item. Sort. 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 I don't think I'm going to say sort every single time. Might drive some people crazy. There we go. Now, Seer Folly is in... Oh, Conjurer's Glade. So pretty much right where we're at. We just need to teleport over there briefly. We'll sprint to get to the... Oh, actually, we should have saved the sprint until after we travel. Conjurer's Guild. Oh, our sprint hadn't quite worn off yet. Now it is. So we got a tiny bit of use out of it. Also, why are they selling items in the Ul'dah markets? I don't quite understand that. I mean, it doesn't bother me too much. Seer Folly. Isubiyan has a task for a skilled adventurer. The presence of mind and soul of the white mage. Is that what that last category is in our armory chest? Ryan, I'm glad you've come. I have a task of most urgent, confidential nature, and I can think of none other to whom I can entrust it. You are doubtless familiar with the Seed Seers, yes? Connie Senna, Elder Seed Seer, leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, and a guardian of our fair nation. Clearly needs no introduction, but know you also were siblings. 2 young Pajals, sister Raya O Senna and brother A Rune Senna, make for Evershade as we speak, where they perform a ritual of great import. Verily, such import that it would be no overstatement to say that the very fate of Gridania hangs in the balance. As you well know, we dwell in this forest by the good graces of the Elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelveswood, and most of all the Great One, who dwells within the Guardian Tree. Yet our ceaseless warring and ill treatment of the trees that shelter us have aroused the Great One's ire, and it is only by the quieting, the ritual of which I spoke, that he may be placated. Thus did the 2 Seed Seers set out for Evershade, with nary a guard to accompany them. Therein lies the rub, and the nature of the favor I ask of you. By no means would I question the powers of the Seed Seers, but with the Great One's anger mounting, the Twelveswood becomes a threatening domain for even the most puissant of conjurers. Pray hasten to Evershade and see that no harm befalls the 2. Cool. That's South Shroud, I think. No, this is Central Shroud, which we can just use the Aethernet Shard to get to the gates, and then we can mount up the rest of the way. Hooray! Oh, we come in peace. Oh, for West Shore Pier. Gotcha. Central Shroud. I think we want the Blue Badger Gate? Oh, yeah. Well. Oh, no. We want the White Wolf Gate. That appears to be closer. And our Chocobo. Recommendations. Okay, no hunt targets or anything here. Ooh, those guys are pretty big. Very big. Oh my goodness. Let's not irritate them. Oh, you were way down here. Never mind. Still works though. Ooh. That's fine. Dismount. Heal ourselves a little. duty calls, commence battle for Seer Folly. If you're above maximum level allowed, it'll be synced as follows. Level 34. We're actually not above there yet. Curses. How can we hope to make it to the Guardian Tree with these ghastly creatures bursting forth like rampant weeds? If I'd known what we're in for, I'd have brought along a wood whaler or two. In fact, I dare say we should return and do exactly that. Oh, do not be such a coward, sister. We are seed seers. These overgrown vermin are no match for us. Bold words, brother. But were they true words, we would have dispatched our enemies and arrived safely at our destination bells ago. A conjurer, are you? Brother Isumi, ever the warrior. For once, however, his solicitude is most welcome. Might you help us dispose of these fell creatures? Have you no pride, sister? A seed seer does not beg the aid of some common adventurer. Enough, brother. We have a duty to perform. A duty that takes precedence over your silly notions of pride. Now, enough talk. Let us see to these pests. I guess we can just arrow everything first. I think Bane makes the biggest threat though. They're hearing me. We're silenced. Oh, and then I couldn't move out of the way fast enough. Okay, that actually is a little bit tougher. Might have to play that smarter. Quest battles. When a powerful enemy is readying a special attack during a quest battle, the area of impact will begin to glow. Leaving the glowing area before the attack is initiated will ensure that you do not suffer any damage. If an NPC is joining you in a quest battle, he or she will often provide you with hints displayed in a special text box near the top of the screen. Heed their words, and you may just emerge victorious. In addition to the reliving of the past events and the understanding of unlearned languages, the Echo can provide you with extra strength when the battle turns sour. If you happen to be defeated during a quest battle, when you return for a second attempt, you'll find that your attributes have been given a temporary boost. Oh, that'll be helpful. KO. When your HP is reduced to 0, you're KO'd, and rendered unable to perform any actions. In this state, you are left with two options. Either return immediately to your current home point, or wait for another PC to revive you using an action or spell such as Raise. When in an instance dungeon, you'll return to the area entrance. In addition to rendering you temporarily weakened, after being raised, suffering a KO also severely damages your currently equipped gear. When a piece of equipment's durability reaches 0, its stats drop significantly, so do not forget to repair your gear regularly. Gear damage through KO is only experienced if you've reached level 10. KO and certain special duties will also not result in gear damage. Okay. Hopefully this counts as one. I'll select difficulty. We'll stick to normal. I just need to pay better attention. Yeah, we saw this. Tab targeted to is too far away. And we're silenced. silence lasts, please. Must have had some kind of upgrades that went much smoother. That crystal. Do my eyes deceive me, or does this adventure inherit the legacy of Atoa Kant? It was none other than Atoa himself who last performed the quieting. No, I do not believe this adventurer's arrival is a mere coincidence. Bearer of the Soul Crystal, inheritor of arcane knowledge long since forbidden to those not of her kind. I know not why it is you he chose, but I believe our great forefathers led you to us today. Ancient tradition dictates that the quieting be performed by 3 Pajals. Ah, but I misspeak. The ritual is to be performed by 3 white mages. If Master Atoa truly has chosen this adventurer as a successor. You speak madness, sister. Surely you have not forgotten that Pajali tradition strictly forbids sharing the teachings with those not of our kind. The power of white magic is far too great to risk it falling into the wrong hands. And so you would uphold tradition merely for tradition's sake, even at the risk of incurring the Great One's wrath and bringing disaster upon our forest home? Have you so little faith in your own abilities, sister? We are seed seers, more than capable of slaying any beast in our way and carrying out the ritual on our own. This petty bickering is getting us nowhere. Adventurer, I'm sorry to trouble you with our silly sibling squabbles. If you have time, I would speak with you further, but not here. Come to Camp Tranquil, and come quickly. Time is of the essence. Fortunately, we can mount up a sprint. We can mount up. So I think, yeah, we have to go all the way down there. That's fine though. Go for a little ride. And it's also the more peaceful area. Recommendations. Okay, nothing new. Well, no blue unlock quests or main story quests that are new. That's what I should say. That guy was like zooming around, it looked like. Up and over. Oh, not up and over, I guess. Up and through. Up, that one's up and over. Yeah, the leveling process is definitely slowed down lately, which is probably good because it gives the main story time to catch up. Because we're still only on like, yeah, level 20 main story quests. Soon to hit level 34, I imagine. Maybe it's not slowing down as much as I think it is. Okay. Here. Oh. They're faded. But they're also on our hunting log. Level sync. Just to knock out a couple of these. We might do the entirety of it. Fate. Don't necessarily need to. And for all I know, we might not even complete it. But we got our antelope stag for the hunter's log. This seems easy enough. It looked like somebody had started it. They had some progress. So maybe we can kind of help them finish if they decide to come back. I guess I should read what's going on with this fate then. Stag parting. Something was normally placid antelope stags stirred into a frenzy. Put the poor beasts down before they injure themselves or others. We might just need 2 more. Could be mistaken. Should need at least 2 more. It's more of a, is there a third that we need? Nope, that finishes it. Success! Oh, we can get storm seals from these. Oh, we might have to do more fates. Because we need the storm seals to buy more ventures for retainers. Oh, that's tough. So we didn't want to overlevel too much. But we might not have much choice. Oh, there's also Bark Eft, Upper Path, and my feisty little Chocobo. I knew there was something about that. Okay, so we got some stuff to do then. Bark F's. So you guys over here. I think you'd be along the water somewhere. Set upper paths, which we're in. Could be down that way. Could even be there. We'll find them. Nope, those look like Yarzons. So it probably was back a little ways. is either more along that river or this area here. Or I could just be wrong about them. Oh. Could be wrong about them being near water. Follow this river a little more closely, then head south. Okay, try the next spot of water to the south. If not there, I might just have to roam around until something happens. Cat traps, not what we're looking for. Here we are. Three of them. Not bad of a deal. Looks like there literally are three of them that spawn here. Maybe the next little spot of water below us also has more. That completes. Oh. I'm used to my recommendations being right there. Goblin thugs are in Silent Arbor. We'll have to look to see what that is. Thank you for coming, adventurer. Forgive my brother's rudeness. He cannot help that he was born with a head of solid stone. Anyways, I do not believe we've been properly introduced. I am Raya Osena, a Pajal, as you can see, and sister of the Elder Seedseer. You are Ryan, yes? Brother Izumi has spoken of you, and most highly at that. As you've no doubt have heard, my brother, Arun, and I were en route to the Guardian Tree. There, the Great One, by whose graces we dwell here, resides. The gentlest of guardians when at peace, a destructive force that knows no bounds when angered. As the Great One goes, so goes our fate. The creatures you helped us dispatch, doubtless they too were roused to hostility by the Great One in his anger. Need only look around you to see, the forest grows more and more threatening with each passing hour. So it is that we traveled here to quell the Great One's fury, to perform the quieting. In days of old, the ritual was, without fail, performed by 3 white mages. With their elder sister occupied with her many duties, my brother and I thought to attempt it on our own. Arun was quite confident, but I had my doubts. It was then that you arrived, and shortly thereafter became one of the chosen few to be gifted with a white mage's soul crystal. 'Tis no small honor. That gem marks you as an inheritor of the magic of our ancestors. My brother's pride may blind him, but the signs are clear as day to me. You are not Pajali, but Atawakant, meant for you to be here today, to perform the ritual with us. Atawakant is known to all as one of the greatest mages in our history, but even more so, he was known for being something of an eccentric. In defiance of tradition, he bid farewell to his forest home, wandering the realm and healing the wounds of the land and its people, wheresoever he went. A most admirable cause, yes? But alas, Atawa was never to return. He perished in a far-off land, and having taken no apprentices, his legendary powers were lost to us for eternity, or so I believed, until I met you. And yet, for all his stubbornness, there is some truth in my brother's words. Ancient laws forbid us from sharing the teachings of white magic outside of our own kind. There are reasons for this, which I would share with you when the time is right. There are many who would not approve of this arrangement, Still, I am convinced that it is Atoa's will that we bring you into the fold, and so I welcome you, Ryan, of the Whites. I can feel the Great One's fury welling up even now. Time is short, and yet, while you may have been chosen by Atoa, I fear your journey as a White Mage has just begun. Return to me when you have further honed your skills. We shall proceed with your training. Alright. Armory unlocked. White Mage unlocked. Arcane knowledge of Atto awakens within you. You have unlocked a new job. You can change this job at any time by equipping the soul crystal received from this quest. When changing jobs, gear sets will allow you to register and save your equipment. You may then use them to switch between jobs instantly without the need to manually equip weapons or equipment. A button for the gear set interface is located in the upper portion of the character window. The next White Mage quest will be available from Raya Osena upon reaching level 35. Okay, so having Gridania set at home is not a big deal, or as much of a big deal anymore. Maybe even set this one to home. Well, no, we want a major city as home. It's probably Limsa then. Jobs. You have obtained a soul crystal. Soul crystal is required to change from your current class to a more specialized job. Each job has its own crystal and arms, which can be equipped via the armory chest. While using a job, you have limited access to actions from other classes. You will, however, have access to new job-specific actions. Job levels coincide with those of base class. When a job level rises, so too does the level of the base class, and vice versa. Jobs that do not have a base class, however, will start from the level required to unlock them, and their level can be raised independently of other classes and jobs. Okay. So, character... Soul Crystal. White Mage. No. Equip. Transferring hotbar settings. By changing your job to White Mage, you may carry over the hotbar and cross hotbar settings from Conjurer. Hotbar and cross hotbar transfer. Conjurer to White Mage. As actions from Conjurer may also be used when playing White Mage, transferring these settings will allow you to readily play in a similar fashion. This option is recommended for those who have little or no experience with White Mage. Should you require time to consider, this window will open again the next time you change your job to White Mage. This window will no longer display after progressing through job quests. Yeah, let's transfer then. I don't see why not. Oh, we have to hold it. Wow, they make it sound like it's a bad thing. Okay. Let's see if we have any new ones unlocked, though. Character, actions and traits, actions, cure, arrow, raise, medica, stone, cure, arrow. Yep, we have all of these set up, I'm pretty sure. We actually have stone 2 instead of stone 1, but I think it's the same thing. And then job, presence of mind, that's one we didn't have on here. Reduces spellcast time and recast time, and auto attack delay by 20%. Lasts for 50 seconds, or 15 seconds, sorry. That one sounds important to use. Wow, there's a lot of job skills. We might need more hotbars just for all that. I'm sure some of them override each other, but... And then roll, we still have these 4. Suna... Lucid, Repose, Swift Gas. Okay, yeah. Yep, we still have all that. Traits. Free Cure. Grants a 15% chance after casting Cure. The MP cost of your next Cure, too, will be 0. Ooh. I don't think I've even noticed that. It's a 15% chance, so maybe we just failed a bunch, or we haven't paid enough attention. Also, I think the My Feisty Little Chocobo is this one. Yep. So, at the very least, we'll set this Aetherite to favored destination. Probably over to the Hawthorn Hut. Oh, that is where we're going next, but it's fine. Dosette. My feisty little Chocobo. Dosette appears to have caught scent of something. The unmistakable smell of Chocobo clings to you, adventurer. Would I be correct in assuming you have your own trusty steed? Aye, I thought so. Now tell me, is your bird battle-trained? If not, you might consider seeking the advice of Lukalot over at Bent Branch Meadows. This guardian native is something of a prodigy in all matters concerning our fine feathered friends. He should be able to help you attain greater affinity with your bird. Okay, not quite where we want to go yet. But it's along the way. And Silent Arbor, where is that? The Goblin Thugs. Oh, it's up this way. We can head through Snake Molt, I think. Yeah, it's through this way. Oh yeah, actually these guys aren't even as big as the other guys were. I mean, they're still pretty big. Those other guys were giants. And we're definitely at a level that we can more easily deal with the trees, but I'd rather not if we can avoid it. And since it looks like we just outrun him. Oh. Goblins meet. I think that's where we're headed. Oh yeah, there we are. Goblin Thugs. Oh. Got some ranged attacks. Oh, we're also at 34 now. So, pretty soon we will be able to do the next class quest. That's all of them. I think that's all our hunting log in this area. Yep. So now we go back towards Central Shroud, I guess. Or we go straight to East Shroud for that quest. Maybe we do that. Come back from my feisty little Chocobo. Actually, nah. I lied. We'll head over to Central Shroud first. Only reason, if we go do my feisty little Chocobo, it'll be harder to get to the Central Shroud. Well, not necessarily harder, but wouldn't be the way we'd be going. Or not my feisty little Chocobo, if we went to Become in Peace. We don't know where it'll take us after. Probably not Central Shroud, though. At this point, we can always hit return and take the ferry to get to East Shroud, like they recommended. Keep wanting to use like a little sprint for a Chocobo. Maybe it's because I've been used to using sprint for a while now. So we're gonna battle train our Chocobo, it sounds like. That'll be interesting. Bent branch is a little ways up. I guess it could have worked either way, what we decided to do. Maybe technically the other stuff would have been faster. For some reason, I was thinking this exit was a little bit closer. We're almost there anyway. Doesn't matter. Also, I think I've decided, well, no. I think I've decided which fates to work on. If we don't have to level sync, then we'll do it, so we can get some seals and such. Good morrow to you, Ryan. Is there something you need? You wish to have your Chocobo trained in combat? This is no small request you make. Riding your bird is one thing. Asking it to take hurts in your name is quite another. I'll help train your Chocobo, but on the promise that you'll never unduly expose it to danger. Do I have your word? Very well. To begin, we'll need a bunch of Gyashal greens. You have my leave to pick one from the fields yonder. Return here when you have it. From the fields yonder. There we are. Actually, it's fitting, because Yida was saying the sylphs look like little floating Gyashal greens. Now we have some context. Have you acquired the greens? Yes, I did. Hand over. Superb. Then we shall get straight to it. Doubtless you already know this, but Chocobos are highly fond of Gyashal greens. They love the leafy vegetables so much, in fact, they will completely forget their fears and face the danger. Thus, by feeding your bird the greens, you can prevail upon it to fight beside you, and then, once called, it'll be up to you to direct its actions as you see fit. You'll find that your Chocobo innately responds to a number of general commands. Give your bird an order, and it'll act accordingly, to the best of its ability. This simple yet effective methodology was developed by the Four Temps family, one of the foremost houses of Ishgard. And that concludes your lesson. Of course, it is not enough to merely hear about the practice. One must venture forth and attempt it oneself. Summon your Chocobo with a bunch of Gyashal greens, and together make your way to Sorrel Haven. The broodses that prowl the area ought to be a suitable challenge for you and your companion. Put down 3 of them and return here. And lastly, by way of advice, I would recommend you keep an ample supply of Gyashal greens on your person at all times. Our resident vendor will be able to provide you with as much as you can carry. Companions now available. Fighting with your Chocobo. In addition to riding him, you can also summon your Chocobo to fight alongside you. To do so, you'll first require a bunch of Gyashal greens. This Chocobo favorite can be purchased in stores. To summon your Chocobo, simply use the greens. Chocobos gain experience points and grow just as you do in combat, but they can only fight in the same places in which they can be ridden. When traveling the world alone, your feathered companion may turn the tide when fighting enemies of a comparable level. Alright. We need... Is that an item now? Inventory. Oh, it is. Duration 30 minutes. Can be extended to 60 minutes by offering multiple servings. Use. Ordering your Chocobo. I'll use the same level as us. Once summoned to battle, your Chocobo will remain with you for 30 minutes, Earth time, or until he suffers injuries grievous enough to make him flee. To give your companion orders, use the commands located under Orders, the Actions and Traits interface. To order your Chocobo to auto-attack, simply select Free Stance. You can dismiss your companion at any time by selecting the command Withdraw. Use another bunch of Gyashal greens to summon your steed again. Okay. There's also a vendor here where we can buy some. But let's see the orders thing. Character. Wait, was it under character? Companion. I don't think this is quite it, but I think it works. Allow your companion to make his own decisions. Order your companion to follow you. Defender. Free stance should work. I think. Skills. We can level up skills. Change his appearance. Where was the orders screen that we were talking about? I feel like that one had more stuff, maybe? Maybe it's just companion. Oh, and a Chocobo saddlebag. Chocobo saddlebag. Saddlebag for your Chocobo is now available. This spacious sack can be used as a supplement to your normal storage, with features allowing for simple transfers of items between the saddlebag and your personal and retainer inventories. Your Chocobo companion does not need to be summoned to access saddlebag. However, it cannot be opened while in an instance dungeon, so be sure to move items required on raids to your normal inventory before commencing the duty. Good to know. Yeah, I'm not seeing what else they were talking about. Are you the vendor we need? Feather trader, race Chocobo breeder. Greetings, sir, and welcome. Are you perchance a jockey in need of a new fledgling race Chocobo? If so, Catering and I would be happy to assist you. We are not. There's probably another vendor around here. Maybe the one that can also repair your gear. Merchant and mender. Purchase items. Yashel dreams. Let's buy 100 of it. Oh. 90 of them. Okay, now we have 100. That works. Don't know exactly how much we spent, but it's probably too much. The broods is... should be up this way. Oh, they show up as like little blue unlock quests and NPC or enemy markers. That's kind of cool. Go get him, Tadrioku! This ought to help us with DPS a bit. Especially if we raise him to be an attacker. Companion skills. Achievement unlocked, bosom buddies. As your Chocobo's rank increases, you will earn skill points. These points can be used to acquire new companion-specific actions and traits. There are 3 different skill trees you can choose for your Chocobo: Defender, Attacker, and Healer. When your Chocobo acquires his first skill from any of these trees, you'll also learn that tree's stance. Activating the Defender stance will turn your Chocobo into a defensive-minded stalwart. The Attacker stance will transfer your Chocobo into an offensive force. Finally, the Healer stance will have your Chocobo focus on restoring your HP, rather than participate in battle. How you choose to use your Chocobo skill points is entirely up to you, but remember, once an action or trait has been purchased, that purchase cannot be undone. Think about how you wish to use your Chocobo in battle, and choose its path of progression wisely. Oh, that's one thing. You might not always be playing Conjurer / White Mage. so we might not always have reliable heals. Just extra DPS should be fine. Okay, did that. Also, it says he attained rank 1. Does that give him a skill point? Companion, skills. Yeah, he has 1 skill point. Orders Chocobo to deliver an attack with a potency of 150. Sure. And then let's put you in attacker stance. Oh. Should be fine. Let's go turn this in. Okay, we made it. It was a little suspect for a minute. So you've successfully negotiated your first few battles with your Chocobo. Well done. Tell me, how did it feel? Was it not supremely reassuring, fighting with your feathered companion? Your Chocobo can make up for your shortcomings, or build upon your strengths. Indeed, there are countless ways the two of you might complement one another. Through some experimentation, you'll come to find the approach that serves you best. Ah, before I forget, I have one last parting gift. A saddlebag for your Chocobo. Carrying Gyasho greens about can be quite cumbersome after all. There should be sufficient room for your personal belongings should the need arise. I pray it serves you well in your travels. You can now access your Chocobo saddlebag. This supplementary storage window can be accessed by selecting Chocobo saddlebag located under character in the main menu. Oh, he has another quest. Chocobo saddlebag. Saddlebag for your Chocobo is now available. Actually, isn't this the same thing we just read? Yeah. And what do you have now? Bird in hand. Must own an apartment or an estate or be sharing an estate. Must be on homeworld. Okay, we're not quite there yet. That's fine. Let's actually hit return. And then head over to West Shore here. Alright, now we can take the ferry over. Any new recommendations? Actually, yeah, Sight to Behold. It's over in the Adventurers Guild. You can go check that out. I don't see why not. Well, hello. A sight to behold. Neo Gamdula wishes the patrons of the Carline Canopy to keep a closer eye on their belongings. As if I'm not busy enough without playing Lost and Found. Oh, do forgive me, friend. Once again, one of our customers has departed without our belongings, and I'm at a loss for what to do about it. While I understand that adventurers may have many cares on their minds, it would make my life much easier if they could keep their personal effects in order. But you did not come here to lend an ear to my grumblings. This is the book in question. The face of its owner was unfamiliar to me, but Errol over there seemed quite smitten with her, as with every pretty lass he lays his eyes on. But that's neither here nor there. Might I trouble you to inquire as to the girl's whereabouts? I've found the man to be less than forthcoming ever since I spurned his advances. Alright. It's this one. Ah, the sweet little thing with the journal. Of course I remember her, and remember her well. Had a smile to warm the heart, and a laugh, a lilt one might say, to tickle the depths of the soul, and she was the most eager to hear tales of my many travels, which speaks to a keen and sensitive mind. Jilly, I believe her name was? No, that's not right. Jilly was redhead from last week. Ah, damned if I can remember. You must understand, No small number of comely lasses seek out my company. I dare say keeping all the names and faces straight is an adventure in itself. Any road, the girls spoke of paying a visit to Apakalu Falls before traveling on. Like as not, you'll find her there now, shedding a tear or two at her parting. Do pass along my regards if you see her. She should be readily recognizable in that charming straw hat of hers. Yeah, we can go check that out. I mean, it's kind of the same area as the ferry, so... Lancers Guild? Possibly. I will throw on the sprint. It is a little ways off. Any recommendations in this one? Nope. Close. Pardon, I don't believe we met. You've something of mine, you say? Age-worn log. My journal! Thank the 12! In my haste to escape the clutches of that insufferable mutton-monger, it slipped my mind entirely. Might I be so bold as to ask your name? You have my gratitude, Ryan. It may not look like much, but I count this humble diary among my most prized possessions. Its pages brim with tales of the most heart-stirring sights to be seen in our realm. It is told to me by the sensitive souls I've met in my travels across Eorzea. Tales that have struck me with the most incurable case of wanderlust. As an adventurer, you too have seen the realm, I'm sure. But I would ask you, Ryan, have you truly seen her? Borne witness to Eorzea and her myriads of splendor? Have you stood on the palm-fringed beaches of Costa del Sol, just as the sun peeks out over the horizon, its rays kissing the sands beneath your feet? Have you lost yourself in the night sky of the Sigoli, adrift amidst a boundless sea of stars? Why do I even try to convey with words that which must be seen to be appreciated? To our fortune, whithersoever we wander, Eorzea's beauty is but a stone's throw away. If I may quote from my journal, yes, this is the one. Before the fane, beneath the two that are as one, her divine cup runneth over with light ethereal. Such were the conjurer's words, and I would see as she saw. I saw for myself before coming here, and I can assure you that the conjurer spoke true. Indulge me. Go there and look out upon the beauty before you. I would hear your thoughts. Okay, so that's over by the Conjurer's Guild area. You've accomplished enough feats to keep the bard singing for a lifetime, lad. Such an achievement shouldn't go unrecognized. And to that end, I'd like you to have this. Consider it a token of my highest esteem. Your accrued achievement points of earning an achievement certificate. Certificates may be exchanged for a special reward of your choice by speaking with Jonathas. We got 4 achievement certificates. Okay, so these are like cosmetics. Oh, there's a lot of others. Oh, we can get some new minions. Oh, this is a mount, I think? Or a bigger minion, I don't know. Okay. Some orchestrion rolls. So these are rewards for doing achievements. Not super worried about it at the moment. Maybe once we've done a lot more achievements we can come back here. Would be nice to have another minion. We could have afforded some. But Not super important at the moment. Might be faster to do this. Our sprint's about to wear out. Conjurer's Guild. Okay. For the Fane. What area? Oh. Never mind, it's on our quest. Is it right here? Or it's on our mini-map? Look out. Look out. Oh, one word. You have looked upon one of Eorzea's stirring vistas, as identified by the explorer Millith Ironheart. Return to Apakalu Falls and report your sighting. Alright. Once again, probably be faster to do this. Maybe this time we go to Keto's Amphitheater. And sprint from here. Welcome back, Ryan. I trust you were as moved by the sight as I was. The great stone that adorns the entrance to Silverblade Fame is none other than the Sky Serpent's egg, cast down from the heavens by Nofika, the matron, so long ago. And those mammoth tree trunks? Remnants, no doubt, of the primeval forest. Whence do they come? Why do the two great arbors grow as one? This I do not know, but what I do know is that the realm is replete with such beauty. If only we know where to look. That is what compels me to wander, not the promise of power, glory, or riches, but a burning desire to bear witness to all the wonders around us, as wrought by gods and men alike. Though we have just met, a twinkle in your eye tells me that we share certain aesthetic sensitivities. It would be my pleasure to gift you with a sightseeing log of your own. In its pages, you will find my record of the most stirring sights in the realm, both those I've seen with my own eyes, and those I've, thus far at least, only heard of in my travels. No doubt your adventures keep you occupied, but this is not all the more reason to take in the sights as you travel, that both body and mind might enjoy a moment's respite from time to time. And who can say, perhaps you will discover glorious new vistas that have eluded even me. With that, I wish you safe travels, Ryan. When you have seen all there is to see, pray return to me. I would like nothing more than to share impressions with a fellow sensitive soul. Okay, we'll have to remember to come back to her once we've seen them all. You now have access to the sightseeing log, compendium of the most beautiful sights to be seen in Eorzea, as compiled by the explorer Millith Ironheart. To open it, select logs from the main menu, followed by sightseeing log. From the snippets of information contained within, identify and seek out the locations described. Note that certain sights may only be properly appreciated at a given time of day, or under ideal weather conditions. Perform the designated emote while taking in the sights, and the entry for the corresponding vista will be marked off. With your sightseeing log in hand, go forth and see Eorzea as few have ever seen her before. The sightseeing log is a comprehensive record of breathtaking landscapes and stunning vistas you have discovered across Eorzea. Vistas are only recorded upon discovering the exact location noted in Millith's impressions. Time of day and weather are also important to uncovering a vista, as are the emotes you perform once you have arrived at one. Millith's impressions will often contain hints on these hidden conditions, though you may still need all your wits to discover some of the more obscure entries. Once an entry is completed, a rough sketch and information on the location's history will be added to your log. Alright. Seems cool. Also something that's much more done on the side. Actually, we want to go this way. Let's get to the pier. It's funny, this time I think the Conjurer's Guild would have been better. But it probably would have taken almost as long to travel to the amphitheater. Hi! The ferry docked to the base of this hill will carry you across the lake to the East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east and you should find the Hawthorn Hut without much trouble. So it does appear that the main story quest would have taken us to the East Shroud. Oh. Did we skip the ferry skipper again? I think we did. Sweet Bloom Pier. I happen to be heading across the lake to Sweet Bloom Pier in the East Shroud. Yep, board the ferry. Alright. Recommendations. Oh, we do have a couple things to kill here. In the Bramble Patch. Oh, and there's some sightseeing clues here. That shows up now. Bramble Patch is up this way, so we can stop at those real quick. Oh yeah, we can mount now. Probably more north than the Bramble Patch. Seemed to be what we had to do earlier to get to higher level stuff. Maybe this path? Looks like it extends further. Oh. Well, we picked the right one, sort of. Thunderstruck. That'll help us with both of them, actually. Level sync for it. Might as well do it. Plenty of time for it, looks like. And most of what we're killing is here anyway. Oh, actually maybe not. I'm not making any progress. There's probably a big bad that we have to kill. Good level sync, otherwise we couldn't attack these guys, so. I'm not 100% sure why it's not going up. I mean, we're getting stuff for our hunting log. Oh, actually, this is for the Maelstrom log? Is that a different log than we're familiar with? Logs, hunting log. Oh, there is one for Maelstrom. This is going to net us more seals. Well, that's good. Now I'm also confused on why this fate's not progressing. Oh, I hear someone over there asking for aid. Oh, I think we're trying to protect the Little Solace from these 11 light primal worshipping sylphs. I think we're missing a little of the story here. Yeah, we've started making progress. This one requires aid. Oh, these are tempered sylphs. What are the other ones? Not tempered ones. Okay. Well, we completed it. Oh, these are all higher level than me. Let's not deal with them. Okay, so these ones actually would have existed even without the fate. Gotcha. We also got more storm seals for that as well, I think. So we could probably buy some more ventures. Next time we find ourselves out that way, anyway. Speaking of which, that's probably Limsa should probably be the next place we make home. The fact that I can just kind of mount right into their building is funny. Indeed, I am Amelin of the 12 Adder, or Twin Adder. I understand you're here to learn from the sylphs, yes? For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since empires come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all, no? Would you know more? You do well to speak with the master of this hut, Rolf. He's forgotten more about the sylphs than I'll ever know. He doesn't look old enough to have really forgotten more than you'll know. But sure. Sylphic Studies. Rolf Hawthorne, patriarch of the beekeeping Hawthorne family, is said to be well versed in sylphic customs. Come to learn a thing or two about the sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing. They're a peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, just let me tell you. Beg pardon, friend. My memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all clutter in my noggin now. Though, I've shared my stories with those around the hut before. You might have more luck with them. Alright. Isabel Hawthorne. The sylphs? Yes, Father's told me the stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. Teehee. Okay, so they sound like pranksters. The quickest way to a quiver woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't even think of trying to foist your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me. Like a Gyashal green? The sylphs? Inveterate tricksters and troublemakers, that's what they are. One day they're drawing marble faces on our masts. The next they're sending our young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. Okay, so they don't know limitation type stuff. They find tricking somebody to their death just as funny as drawing it on their face. Oh, of course, of course. Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. The sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You do well to remember this. It just may help you win the favor of your forest friends. Rolf Hawthorne would share further knowledge to assist you in befriending the sylphs. Oh, still here, eh? Great. There's one more thing you should know about the sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you do well to bring along drat, what was it again? My wife Rose and I were just speaking on the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rose at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than my own. Alright. Any other recommendations? Nah. Yeah, she also doesn't look very old. I suppose I could zoom in a little bit better to see. A peace offering for the sylphs. For anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past the front doorstep, dear. No, their tastes run more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milk root? That's what we call the root of the most fiendish seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying the stuff, but the sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you to simulate it somehow, with some of this amber syrup, for example, you might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck. Alright. Up. Let's head that way then. A curious tussock. Ah! It's an ochu! And we'll give the milk root over to Rolf. Are they all ochus? Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Milk root! But of course, those sylphs quaff that cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road, a gift of milk root will have the sylphs calling you friend and brother the moment they lay eyes on it. Let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. First contacts. Rolf Hawthorne is has gift wrapped your offering in preparation for your journey into the sylphs de Mesny. I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milk root well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from that god's awful stench. The sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in Chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of the Morbull that put an end to my adventuring days. But I could tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to today, yes? The sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you regale me with your adventuring tales. Ah, and before I forget, don't go traipsing off just yet. Amelin here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. It's good to see your knowledge of sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young sylph by the name of Komuxio. He has served as an intermediary between our peoples on many an occasion, and has a close ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you some of that malodorous root the sylphs so adore. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver, a missive from the elder Seedseer herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of her envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not press upon you any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. Let's hope so. Onward, Chocobo! That must be Komuxio.